Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Good work, boy. Let's go.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10. Newton now to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert rolling to his right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, You know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Check 26, check 26.
To throw is Newton. This will be caught by Brown.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They fake the give. Newton. He'll buy some time right. He's going deep for Brown. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Indy. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And how about how he improvised right there, because he got flushed out of the pocket, locked eyes with his wide receiver, who knew to just keep running. And he was able to lay that one out there for him to run under.
Check, 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 check. Watch twist. Back.
They'll run here with Taylor. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Taylor again. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A big gain that time for the Chargers.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. McManus's point after is good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Newton. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 2nd and 9, Newton. This is caught. It's Brown. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Herbert off of play action. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Eckler, they run left side. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Carl Willis. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points. And following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check.
From his goal line here, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. It got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Indy.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Touchdown! Mo Cox with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey,
he's by himself, Keenan Allen, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field, but if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now a give to Taylor, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
Newton. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Cox. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or
keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now Newton on first down. Tried for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
McManus's point after is good, and we are tied here in the second quarter.
21 apiece. Brandon McManus set to kick him off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Newton on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 7. Now Newton. Flush to his right. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On third down, here's Taylor. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On first down, it's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Herbert throwing again. Touchdown, Chargers. Dalton Schultz, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Colts 21. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On first down, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Newton now to throw. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, it's Newton. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10.
49 to Mike. Watch 49. Hey! Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 49. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Go.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And oh, a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
The field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were live at halftime.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert rolling to his right. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's taken down inside the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Herbert on 1st down now. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Jalen Guyton. His 5th touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Newton. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
20. Hey, switch gears. Check 13. Check 13. Check out.
Back to throw, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. 49's the mic. Right, Fred. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Check 40.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
At the 46-yard line.
They fake the give. Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike, 48. 8. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, 8. 20.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's another.
To throw is Newton. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 24, Newton gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way.
Touchdown, Colts. It's complete. Mo Alley Cox, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And this one is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 41, Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
20.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They snap it to Newton. And he'll find Pittman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
32.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike 9. Hey, we gotta get to that. Mike over there. Here we go, D. 8. 20.
Now Newton. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Taylor. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Hey, we got 3 down. 31's the mic.
On 2nd and goal, Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game. And here, the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Herbert off of play action. He'll buy some time right. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, Chargers.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 31, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. Sliding out of the pocket. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Herbert now. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
39.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Taylor. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Newton. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, it's Newton. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run on first down. Taylor. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Cam to throw. Dancing to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Rodrigo Blankenship with an important one. This to tie things up in the final minute. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Herbert going to throw. He's got Eckler, and he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll bring up a second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Now Herbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Chargers first down.
Herbert to throw. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Herbert. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So, for the Chargers, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead,